Okay, this is Mr. Asher. I'm going to go through and do an example of calculating average atomic mass if you have isotopes. And so this is an example taken, I think it's question 12 from my open math. And the question is posited that you have two isotopes, an element A, and it has two isotopes. And one of them has a percentage abundance of, say, 18.41%. And the atomic mass of that element is 225 AMU. And so, and then it says, so this is isotope 1. And then isotope 2, it tells you it has an atomic mass of 202 AMU. And then it asks you to calculate the actual average atomic mass. I mean, the average atomic mass. And you have to remember that if this is fraction 1, then fraction 2, well, fraction 1, write it this way. That fraction 1 plus fraction 2, and they don't tell you fraction 2 explicitly in the product, but you know that fraction 1 plus fraction 2 have to sum to 100%, because it has to all be 1 or 2, which means that if F1 is 18.41 plus F2 has to equal 100, or that F2 is equal to 100 minus 18.41, which is equal to what, 81.59, I think, percent. Okay, so the fraction of 2 is 81.59%, and you would get different values for all of these things, so you'd have to figure them out for yourself. But that's how you do it. You have to remember that F1 plus F2 sums to 100. Or if you're dealing with fractional abundances, phi1 plus phi2 would sum to 1.0000, sums to 1, okay? All right. So now that we have both fractional abundances, remembering that F1 plus F2 have to sum to 1 or 100, right? We need to convert these into the fractional abundances, right, as decimal values. And remember, to convert fractional abundances, we're going to take the percent abundance and divided by 100. So the fractional abundance is 18.41% divided by 100. Move the decimal place 2 spaces to the left, and that becomes 0.1841. And phi2 is F2 divided by 100, which is 81.59 divided by 100, which is 0.8. And now remember from the formula in class that the average atomic mass of an element, if there's only two isotopes, is given by F1, the fractional abundance, is given by phi1, the fractional abundance, times the mass of 1, plus phi2 times the mass of 2, which in this case is 0.1841 times 225 plus 0.8159 times 202. And the units there are AMU. Okay, so then you find your trusty calculator, 0.18, whoops, 0.1825, and that comes out to be 41.42 plus 0.819, 164.81. So if we sum those, we get 206.23 AMU. And that's how you do it, right? Is you just have to convert Percentages here, the fractional abundances in percentages, I'm sorry, the relative abundance in percentages to fractional abundances by divided by 100. And then you just take the two products and add them together and you'll get the average atomic mass. Okay. All right. Pretty simple. Hopefully follow that. I'm going to stop there and I will talk to you later.